Who is Jodi Arias? I did not know anything about this young lady until recently. She's not well known in Sweden, where I come from, but I usually watch YouTube clips, documentaries. So the other day I saw the trial against this lady. Why did this lady, this murder trial, receive so much attention, media attention? I think you have the right recipe for a highly interesting event that took place. I mean, the young girl, you have the girl meets boy, and the girl kills the boy. Usually it's the other way around, that the boy kills the girl, but not here. The girl was good looking, and the boy was religious. The girl is good looking, and the boy is dead, so he was a religious man, although he was a hypocrite, because he had faith in God, but then obviously he lost his faith when others didn't watch or listen to what he said to this young lady, because he was abusive towards her. He called her names, he behaved condescending towards her. He believed in God, but then his reptile brain took over. So you have these sex tapes when he talks dirty to her, and he, as a religious man, you're not supposed to tell your girlfriend that you want to tie her to a tree and F her from, in the bottom. That's very inappropriate behavior for a religious man. So he was a hypocrite. He was a fake, a phony religious person, a phony Mormon. It's like John Lennon. He also was a fake. He was a phony because people believed that he was this peace-loving hippie, but in reality he was a wife beater. So pretty much same type of person, a deceiving person, a person who behaves in one way, towards people when they, and then a completely different way when nobody's watching, when his friends, his religious friends, didn't listen to him when he talked on the phone with his girlfriend in that very bad way. He used those names, and so I think it was a scandal. These two, they had emotional chemistry, but the girl, what about her? She was, she is, before the murder, before she went to jail, she had blonde hair. She was seductive, attractive, also very versatile, intelligent, artistic. Many good qualities. But then, as you all know, she butchered her boyfriend in the shower cabin, and that's a major flaw. It's it was a grisly murder. It was heinous, and I can't imagine what went through her mind when she came up with the idea to slit his throat from ear to ear, shoot him in the head, and stab him 26 times. That made her a psychopath. No doubt that she is deranged, but she was not. She didn't do any harm before the murder. So I think that was a surprise too. She slashed the tires on the streets at the home where he lived, her boyfriend, Travis Alexander. I think she's girlfriend material, but the thing that she murdered this young man, that is very sad, very sad. And then after the murder, she just left him in the shower. He was lying there dead for a week, and she took the car and drove to another state and met another guy and started out dating him. She showed no remorse about this, and she lied. She's a compulsive liar and a sociopath and a psychopath capable of killing. But as I said, I kind of like her anyway, because of the positive qualities that she has. I mean, she's attractive and she's drop-dead gorgeous. She's a smoking hot young lady with talent. She draws and she does paintings, which she now is selling. If you want to buy a painting drawn by Jodi Arias, it's possible. You send her the money and she will send you her paintings, her artwork. She lacks values and morals, but also her boyfriend, Travis Alexander, he was not Miss Goody Two Shoes either, because Jodi said that he was a child molester, and she found him sitting on the bed masturbating in front of a photo of a young boy. So that was a shock to her. So if you kill a child molester, could that be a mitigating circumstance to some extent, maybe? The chilling behavior made the headlines, and so this became somewhat of a media circus. She has been on many shows, like 48 hours, 60 minutes, Dateline. As I also said, she changed her looks. So she was this blonde bombshell before the murder. Then at the trial, she looked more like a mousy librarian. Not that as challenging as she looked when she dated this Travis Alexander guy. But now she is, I think there's another trial coming up. You can go to YouTube and you can watch hours and hours of her trial. And she seems, she has these brown eyes. She's like, she has the good looks. She's attractive, and she has like an angel's face with the devil's eyes and heart of stone. You know, I can't imagine what would it be like to date her. You know, you could have, if I dated her, if I met her, we could have some interesting conversations about photography. I also like photography, and I like art, and I know she knows Latin, because she said modus operandi, you know. She was asked a question about Travis Alexander and about him being a child molester, and she responded that, oh, it's his modus operandi. So she is intelligent, highly intelligent, and very well educated young lady. So But it would be, the scary part about her, that she is a psycho. That's intriguing. I mean, if I had her in my apartment and she said, like, you can wait here and I'll go to the kitchen and prepare dinner for you. Then she returns with a knife, she conceals a knife behind her back, and she just pull it up and cut my throat from ear to ear. That would be very, very hurtful. And I would probably die if I dated her. So, but you like the it's like a challenge to be with such a person, such a girl. I think many male killers and criminals, they also attracted women, because there's the the thing that she's scary. It's like a somewhat attractive factor to it. So now people are writing to her, and some people support her. And she has a T-shirt. She sells T-shirts with the letters, the text "Survivor." She survived. She survived. I mean, Travis Alexander. She means that he both mentally and physically abused her. So she acted in self-defense. He obviously attacked her in his house. She was there in Arizona, Maricopa County. She is now in jail in that particular county, but back then he attacked her and she had no other chance to escape but to shoot him in the head and stab him and slit his throat. That's overkill if you want to defend yourself, but I have more understanding for women who kill men than men who kill women, because men who kill women, those are cowards. You should not, if you're a man, you should not touch the women, because they are inferior. I mean, they're not as strong as the men. So a girl killing a boy, whether it's self-defense or if it was, a crime, a hate crime, or she was jealous. She didn't want him to leave her because he was done with her. So it was a murder committed in a very emotional state that she was in. Murder is always wrong, but here I think that I have a slight understanding, because she was a woman and he was this big guy who, when they talked on the phone, he said lots of ugly stuff, toxic things about her, treated her badly. So to some extent I understand the woman, and now she is, I think there's a trial coming up very soon. We're going to decide about her future, whether she's going to sit the rest of her life behind bars, or whether she's facing the death penalty, because they have death penalty in Arizona. And you can go to the internet. It's the Arizona Department of Corrections, and there's a website. You can see all the criminals there, and you have their photo, and you can see their crimes and their trials, and interesting information about them. And soon you will see the photo of Jodi Arias there. So I will go to that website, adc dot something corrections, and check it out. And because they have the death row web page there, so you can check all the death row inmates of that state. And she said that she would she prefers the death penalty, because longevity runs in her family, so she expects to become very old, and it's a pity to sit behind bars in prison for many years, to become old in prison. It's depressing. So she will choose the chair instead of. I mean, I don't know if they're using the electric chair anymore, or whether they have these lethal injections, or a squadron, execution by shooting. Death Squad, is it that what it's called? So I will follow the fate of this young lady. And she also behaves badly in prison, because I saw another YouTube clip with the Dr. Drew, and he said he had an interview with an inmate who shared the same cell, was in the same cell together with Jodi Arias for a couple of weeks, and this inmate said that she was behaving inappropriately in the cell. She talked openly about her killing of Travis Alexander. She said that she feels no remorse, and it was the right thing to do. He was a child molester, didn't deserve to live. So she did the right thing there, and Travis Alexander, this Mormon believing but a hypocrite, he obviously picked the wrong girlfriend. Too bad. Shit happens, my friend. Yeah, so stay tuned. I will stay tuned for this. I will follow it up. I will check out the webpage. I will see what happens with her. Do I want her to get executed? Do I want her to spend the rest of her life in jail? I don't know. I actually don't know. If it was a male who killed a woman in the same way, I would probably have the opinion that he should be executed. But this is a young woman, intelligent, attractive, seductive. So I don't think that it's appropriate to execute her yet. She has the right to be alive, although behind bars. So she don't let her out. Don't let her out because she will start to date guys, and because she is a sociopath, so she knows how to attract boys. Good-looking girl, seductive. She knows, she uses a certain technique when she's dating. So she's dangerous. And if this guy, her next boyfriend, would disappoint her, leave her, if she loves him and he's not into her, she will do the same thing to him. She will retaliate and punish him in this horrendous way. So she must be incarcerated. So that's what I think, and that's what I know about this young woman, Jodi Arias. Not very well known in Sweden, but a celebrity, an infamous celebrity in America. To wrap this up, just want to say some final words about these two ones. First of all, Travis Alexander, I don't like him because he claimed to be this righteous man, believing in God, a man of morals, but that was just lies. Because if you scratch a little bit on the surface of his private life, you soon found out that he was a ladies' man, cheated on his girlfriends, he was a complete douche, treating women like trash, and just listen to this tape, their conversation. Jodi, she was smart. She taped the phone call that she made to him, and his voice sounds so creepy. The Travis Alexander's voice, I mean, sounds like a pervert. You know, if you've listened to, the Springfield Pervert on YouTube, this prank caller voice, like 8 inches, nice and fat, like this deep voice, creepy, perverted voice he had when he talked to Jodi disrespectfully. It's an interesting conversation. So I don't like Travis Alexander at all. Mainly because, the double standards that he had. I don't like those type of people. So I wouldn't, if I met Travis Alexander in real life, when he was alive, I would probably not speak to him. I would not hang with him. Businessman, Mormon, with double standards, a liar, ladies' man, supposed to obey the laws of chastity, as the Mormons do, but he didn't, because he was a phony, a fake. So I don't like him, but I feel sad for him, because he was brutally murdered, so he didn't deserve to die. Then we have the other character in this event, the Jodi Arias. I like her, but I don't like what she did to her boyfriend. I like her because of her qualities, not because of her being a psychopath and manipulative woman who uses her short charm to deceive people. I like the fact that she's so intelligent and good-looking, sweetheart, plain Jane, but unfortunately a sociopath. So, these are very intelligent people. They are challenging. So she could be a cult leader. She knows how to use people to get what she wants, because she's a narcissist. She does everything for her own causes, so she's not interested in other people's feelings. It's just about her. Everything's about her. The girl killer. So that's pretty much it. What I think about Jodi Arias and her boyfriend. But he's dead now. Remember that.